Hey everybody, how's it going? So here's our 2013 Volvo S60 all-wheel drive T5. So it's the 2.5 liter. It does have a timing belt. It has not yet been done on this, and we're at 109,000 miles, but you can range from anywhere from 60,000 to 125,000. It all depends on the condition of the belt. We're still good there, but it's something you need to look at and something you'd probably want to do next year. The vehicle does have tint that was done at Bob Pincus. It must be pretty good tint because it has not changed color or anything. I do believe it's ceramic tint, but I don't know for sure what they used. It just has to be good because all these years it hasn't changed color. That's the OEM tint, if you will, that we got the car like this from Bob Pincus. This is the side of the vehicle. There is a scratch right here. Don't know if you can see that. And it's a 2013 with 109,000 miles, so it's going to have some imperfections in the paint. This is Colorado, so you know we do get a lot of rocks being tossed up. In fact, the windshield's being replaced on next Monday, because we have free glass coverage. We pay for that, so might as well get that replaced for y'all. But the hood is where there's a lot of kind of rock chips. Unfortunately, our rocks here are decomposing granite, and they take a toll on the paint, especially the front. We didn't know about clear bras at the time we bought this. Now we do, so our vehicles now have clear bras on them. A little bit of hazing. I polished it slightly. You could probably polish that out more. I just didn't spend a lot of time on it, to be honest. Same for this side. A little bit of hazing, but I don't think it's that bad, and like you could probably polish it out. Here's the passenger side. It looks like there's a slight little, probably a door ding from a lot there. There's a slight like scratch mark there, but I don't even feel it, so I can buff that out. That might not even be there when you look, because I can buff it out. A little bit deeper scratch right here. Some light ones here. The top. And to the rear of the vehicle, we do have a 2-inch hitch receiver here. We bought it to use for a ski rack, and then we never used it because we always took one of our other vehicles, but that was the idea behind that. The backup camera is right there. Open the trunk is right in the middle. It opens up. That's the trunk. It does come with the floor mats for the front, the carpeted ones. We've always had in the WeatherTech ones. These have been sitting around forever, so they're just dirty from sitting, but they've never been used. The jack's right there, and it's the inflating kit with the sealant. The sealant's not that old because the wife did have a flat at one point, so that should still be good. And then we come around, we'll take a look in the back. Here's the back of the vehicle, the door, the back seats. It does have the middle armrest. And it has a ski pass-through, so you can pass the skis through. And it has the latch system back behind there, if you can see. Has airbags, symbol there, one in the middle and one at the front, so a big curtain will come down. It has heated back seats, and they do work. and also the 12-volt outlet. Here's the floors. Show you around. And then here's the front. So you do have just wear that I guess happens on these vehicles from, I'm guessing, the oils in your skin. Just right where you grab, this side and the other side. Got the seats, the sunroof. There's a crack in here, leather, pleather. I'm not sure what they put on this strip, but it is cracking there, but that's normal. And then that's not excessive. It does have the memory seats, power seats, both sides. WeatherTech floor mats in the front. And there's the mileage, 108,855. I just rounded up to 109 because I use it to pick my daughter up and what have you. We got 2 keys, and they have new batteries in the remotes. That's if you have a magnet mount for your phone. I'm just going to leave it in instead of trying to take it out. I can't really reuse it, so that somebody can use that, that's great. If not, they can take it off. We got the middle, so that works. A lot of used cars, you know, little stuff like this, people break or people lose that. We don't have the one for the back. We do have this one. The cup holders, then the armrest. You have a USB and an auxiliary audio. You got lumbar support on both seats. The door over there is a spot on the door right there. It's so small. I think a box or something poked it at one time, but again, where you touch here it's just that soft rubber feel, and I think just the oils on your skin make it deteriorate over time. Got the glove box. We got extra bulbs and what have you, and we have the manuals. Got all that. Never touch that stuff, so it always just stays in there. And you got the sunroof, so you do the shade manually, and then we're going to go ahead and start it. So keys in my pocket, foot's on the brake, and we press it. Vehicle starts right up. As you see it will say door open. Turn off the radio there. Radio works. And it has the premium sound system. And as you see, it will say maintenance overdue because we're getting the oil change done and we just had a schedule in. Unfortunately, they're booked out. So next Wednesday is the soonest Bob Pincus could get us in, and we have free lifetime oil changes. I don't think that transfers over, but wink wink, maybe if you say my wife's name, you could book it and get it in there. No promises, but maybe they'll do it. I don't know. Gives you all the information. We can go through some of the settings. Turn it over here on this stick, and as you see on the right, you got miles per gallon, average, instantaneous. You got the average speed, kilometers an hour. Turn it off. Miles to empty. And I usually put on the average. I've just been picking my daughter up, so not getting great as I'm going 35 miles an hour. But you got your trip, and you can toggle through that by the button on the right there. There's your trip too. I usually reset it. So I have 145.7 miles on for this tank of fuel. And that's pretty much it for the menu there. You got your cruise control. All this works. And you just notice the wear on the buttons. We're not heavy, wearing out buttons. I've seen a lot of cars where this is all worn off. So you got your volume, your talking, all that, and it works. I can do the volume there. We can go up, down. You toggle the wheel here. We'll do the GPS there. I don't want to zoom in to where I'm at, but you get the point. It works. Navigation works. And you know, you got your radio, your media, you got cassette, or not cassette, CD. I think it plays DVDs too or something. I don't remember. Never use it. You got your telephone. Press that. It will look for telephone. My car. You press that. It will go my car, and you'll have settings up here. What's cool about this car is you can turn off the various stuff. You know, you can turn off the lights. The headlights will actually turn for while you're driving. You can turn that off. So, like the folding mirrors. It has power folding mirrors. When you lock the car, they'll fold. I went ahead and turned it off because, what are we, 9 years old vehicle? They're working. But honestly, how long are they going to work? Who knows? I don't need them to fold every time I turn the car off. And we've had them on for 9 years. Wife locking and unlocking. And they're still working good. So I guess they have good motors in those mirrors. But I just went ahead and turned them off. And then you can go to your trips statistics, and you can look at that. That probably gives you a better idea of miles per gallon. On big road trips, I see anywhere from 29 to 34. 34 I think was my highest. Might have been higher than that. It was a long time ago, but it gets pretty good fuel economy. That's why I like driving this vehicle over my truck. You can go settings, and you have a ton of settings to customize it to however you would like. There are so many different settings. And when you get in the vehicle, whether you're remote 1 or remote 2, you can have that turned on for the seats to be in a certain position. Your side mirrors will all move to be in a certain position. We never really got into that. This was the wife's car. I never really used it. So, you know, when I get in, I just manually move the mirrors. You got recirculating. It's on AC. Has auto. You select where you want, or auto. It kind of blends it, but it's working. It's nice and cold. Here's the shifter. My foot's on the brake, so it will go. You can go over to sport mode as that, and it will give you an S up here, as you can see, for sport mode. It actually does change it quite a bit, and you can manually downshift and upshift like that. Don't really use that unless it's a steep hill. Then we might go over there and take it down a gear just to hold the speed so you're not using the brakes as much. So I'll shut that. I don't know what else to show you. Oh, I guess the sunroof, which I don't know how it works. I never use sunroofs. Let's see. That way? Not that way. There we go. And I know you can crack it. Oh, there we go. There we go. And then this part is manual. Just go like that. I think if you open it, yeah, you do open, it will take it back with it. And I'll go ahead and shut that manually. So that works. Reading lights work. Dome light on or completely off. It has the garage door, 1, 2, 3. We typically were using 1. I think this button's a little loose, so we swapped over to 3. These are still tight, so you still got 2 and 3. So we'll unprogram this when we give you the vehicle, but you probably will want to use 2 or 3 for your buttons. I think that's the speaker for when you're talking. That has the blind side sensors, which is cool in this car because if they get water or a bug, it could start flashing at you. And so instead of having to deal with that, you can just simply turn it off, and it will tell you up here that, hey, it's off. But you can turn that on or off. That's pretty cool. You got the parking sensor, so let's say they're dirty, you can go ahead and just turn it off, which I like. You can turn things off or on in this vehicle. It tells you the directions up here, you know, northeast we're facing. So that is our 2013 Volvo S60 all-wheel drive T5. And actually, I'll show you the snow tires. So here's the tires for winter, and we kind of mark on this was the rear, and you can tell depth is pretty good on these. So you still got snow tires, and on OEM rims, I know they're dirty. Unfortunately, didn't clean them before putting them away, but there they are. If you do want to get rid of the hitch, here's the OEM bolts that you would just put back in after you take the hitch out. Got extra brake pads, rear, and not quite sure front or rear on those. The OEM gas cap, I don't know if there was anything wrong. At one point we were getting a message, so I just replaced it because it's cheap. Here's a special lug bolt. It's for the ones on the vehicle, but here's the OEM ones. So a box of those. And then just extra brake parts that I had. And there we go. I've replaced the front brake pads once around 60,000 miles, and we just did the front and the rears. I did the fronts, rotors, and brake pads, and I had Honest Acura Auto in town do the rears. Plus, they had to replace a bracket because a bolt was broken off in it. It was just easier to replace the bracket. So that's all squared away, and they cleaned up some electrical connections, and the car has been fabulous. I'm thinking about just keeping it. Like I said, the car has been great, and I'm seriously just thinking about keeping it because it's been that good. Here's the new rotors and the pads. You can tell they're new. So is the paint. Okay, hopefully this helped you out to decide whether this is the vehicle for you or not. Yes, it has some cosmetic blemishes and issues, but otherwise it's a good vehicle, and it's a vehicle that I have no problem jumping in right now and going to Tennessee to visit my folks and coming back. So I'm not looking to give it away. I've had some lowball offers. That ain't gonna happen. I would just keep it myself versus using my truck. So I can just keep it. Not a big deal. So don't lowball, but I'll be fair on things. Like, I know about the timing belt now, so I'm willing to work on the price with you, and possibly I could work with the shop with you due to me doing YouTube videos, and maybe get a little bit of a deal there if you're interested in buying this and taking it to the shop. There we have it. Hopefully you like this video and it helps you out. Have a good one. Bye.